And we're getting underway a couple of minutes late because of a harrowing accident that happened when the game ball was being delivered by 3 parachutists. The first parachutist and the third came down okay. The second one had a crash landing and has just been carted very gingerly off the field, and there is a waiting ambulance set to take care of that gentleman. Robert Isaac is deep, as is the Watts kick. And as usual, William Watts with a touchback. And Kevin Jackson leads the SEC. 5 interceptions. Maybe more impressively, he's second on this defense in total tackles. With 49, he trails only Wayne Rudd. First carry of the night. There's a lot of room for Isaac. Robert Isaac chased down by Staten at midfield. Bama, a tough defense to do just about anything against, including convert third downs. They allow just 21% for the year. Tate to the air and right in and out of the hands of a wide open Jeremy Jones. One thing he does do generally is win. Needed one on third down, and Riddle's not going to get the corner turn. He may lose one. As Adesola Badon, along with Eric Brown, there to cut off the left side for Riddle. A tied defense, leading the Southeastern Conference in all 4 major categories. Tate showing why they fear him. What can happen when all else breaks down? He can still make a play, and he's close for a first down. Should have it. Tate with 3 wideouts to pick from. Rolls, delivers deep for Lahidi Grant. Can't quite make the play. Well covered by Fernando Bryant. Michael Vaughn, wide right for Freddie Kitchens. In the offset eye. Give to Riddle, who has some room this time. Run down by Lacoste with a late marker down.
The foul was holding by the offense.
What a win would mean for Jackie Sherrill. Gene Stallings, an assistant at Alabama when Jackie Sherrill was playing 7 different positions under Bear Bryant in the mid-60s. He has never beaten his alma mater. 0-7 lifetime. A couple of those games when he was at Texas A&M. Big room for Riddle. Cuts back in the clear and to the 40 before Tim Nelson wraps him up. He didn't like the way he landed that time. 3rd and 10. Kitchens chase and dropped by Favors. The Wyatt bandwagon started to roll a bit as Tate was pulled. Wyatt played quite a bit, and they have exchanged the starting role off and on. Markers down here as Isaac is run out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 3rd and 7 from the shotgun, incomplete. And he had some confused receivers that time. I'm not sure if either one was quite certain whether he was the intended target or not.
You see the numbers right there last week against Kentucky, 72 yards. Wow, that's a satellite.
Andy Russ leads the conference, 2nd in the nation, 46.6 per kick. And that may be his poorest effort of the year, only to the 40 of Alabama.
The New York Giants and Sean Landon had that ball that he almost whiffed because of the wind. That's what happened to Russ in that situation.
Hunters want to turn the ball over, not that way. First catch of the night by Vaughn. 14.6 per carry, yet another Alabama single game mark. 3rd and 10 for Kitchens, and he'll swing it out of the backfield for Travis Smith, and the fullback cut down by Lacoste. But on the other hand, at that next level, they do appreciate a guy who can avoid the hit. Not a bad talent to have at all. This is easily good for the first down. Tony Buckhalter. Funny how that works. Grant in motion. There's the first completion for Lahidi Grant. Close to the marker. Why not throw out every unpredictable thing you have in your playbook? If not now, when? 3rd and a long one. They stay predictably on the ground, and the power back Greer should have first down yardage. It normally favors Alabama big. They average 16 more snaps per game than the opposition. On the little hitch, Woodbury unable to quite get away. That had big potential. It may not be this week that he breaks out. Grant went in motion. Big yardage for Dennis McKinley inside the 20-yard line. Biggest hammer they've got back there. 6'2", 230. Isaac squeezes through the middle. Touchdown. Alabama allows an average of just 90 rushing yards per game. Already well above that, the Bulldogs. Kitchens on 3rd and 2, wide open. A juggling catch by Rod Rutledge, the backup tight end at the 33. Being hate, the tight ends get maybe a ball or two per game. They got to make the most of it when they do. Riddle with a nice cutback makes the most of huge room. And another tied first down to the 17. And he's also, as you just saw, the man that calls the defensive signals for the Dogs. Option pitch. Sean Alexander inside the 5 where it's 1st and goal for Alabama. Ed Sissom, when he had surgery Thursday, might possibly return by bowl season. He had a stress fracture repaired in his forearm. Dennis Riddle weaving to the goal line for a touchdown. Well, you just saw the number of the night, the fact that so far State has been able to run the ball against one of the best units in the country. Two call intended for Woodbury. 13-yard line. Kitchens with all day. Finally throws an interception to McGill. Izell McGill returns to the 15. Like an electric charge goes through Scott Field. Isaac, though, caught for a loss of 3 by Michael Myers, and you would expect that man to rise up. Woodbury and Grant both wide right. And you'd expect him to go to the air. Myers did, and he's got another sack. More importantly, they need 23 yards on 3rd down.
Dave, they don't. They need to get in field goal range. Short pass is what they need.
Floater for Woodbury. And broken up, but a flag is going to be thrown on Jackson.
Woodbury does the version. You'll appreciate this, Dave.
Runs to the right and delivers in the back of the end zone for Woodbury. Touchdown.
He's finding himself on the sidelines, drinking water and being a little bit angry.
Warren Faust is 6'3", 207, sophomore from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Off the play fake, delivers complete. Calvin Hall good for a first down to the 34-yard line. The line for the backup quarterback is your play away. Always keep your head in the game. I would imagine for Warren Faust, it is literally true because he really never does know when he's going in. But this is why he does get some time. He can run the ball, and he's near midfield. The Oklahoma Scholar Athlete of the Year, Midwest City, his senior year, also class valedictorian. Wow. Got a few smarts as well. Alexander busts through. And look at the Tide roll after the quarterback change. 12 more yards in the first. From the 32, they need 4, and they option pitch for Alexander. They've got, I believe, 5. I don't think that's even close enough to measure. Should be first down, Alabama. In this case, Sean Alexander, the tailback. Smith in motion, another option. And on the reverse, it's Michael Vaughn. Favors read it, turned it back inside. Vaughn, with his second effort, is close for a first down. There were a couple of great plays there.
Guy's got over 100 tackles, and he's a scholar. Man, oh man, what a stud bowl.
3rd and 1. Alexander takes the pitch to the 11 of Mississippi State. This one, which began at their 20, reaches the 11 of the Dogs with 2:50 and counting in the first half. Sean Alexander, touchdown. And put an asterisk on the work of the right guard, LaRon White, because he had to carry out his block minus 1 shoe. He ran out of it. Alexander sprinted past, and the extra point by Brock is no good.
That's big. But they, too, are going to be content to let the thing run out.
This is a 3rd and 4. Roll out by Tate. Gets away from Staten. Now he's got a whole different view. Other side of the field. Lets it fly over Woodbury.
I don't understand that call.
The 1980 Mississippi State-Alabama game. Arguably the biggest victory in Mississippi State football history. A 6-3 win, which ended Alabama's 28-game win streak, ended their hopes of a third straight national title. As Riddle carries again. And the remarkable thing that I don't think anybody remembers is that was 6-3. It ended on an Alabama fumble inside the 5. And then Mississippi State almost fumbled the last snap of the game, and Bama almost recovered for a touchdown as the gun sounded.
And as you pointed out, that's the only time they've won since 1957.
Well, Jackie Sherrill has them halfway to ending a 15-game losing streak that has happened ever since that 80 victory. Roberson in particular, a costly blow if he can't come back. Faust on the scramble is going to come up a couple of feet short of the first down marker.
Interesting decision here.
Grant chased by Bryant in motion. Tate rolling off play action and into a crowd, somehow finds the intended target, and it's the tight end Jennings, who has big yardage to the Tide 40.
That's kind of
by the offensive team, first down.
Yeah, that falls into the heading of ticky-tack for me, Dave.
Bulldogs would like to do as much as possible with the wind at their back, so a big 3rd and 4, and the catch is made. They're going to rule it a catch, I believe. Even a couple of months after his injury, 481 in their first 3. Tate to the air, what a catch! Wow. On the slant in by Butler. And Isaac drops it. 3 white jerseys around him. Who got to it first? It is Alabama ball. Chris Hood comes up with the Robert Isaac fumble at the 16. They come with another blitz. Faust to the air and intended for Calvin Hall. It's incomplete.
I think that was catchable.
Aiden Stockton. Very short. Boy, this is like a knockdown shot in golf. Picked up by a brave Robert Isaac and returned to the 45-yard line. I mean, they're tough enough even if you catch them by surprise. Almost impossible if they're reading your playbook along with you. 3rd and 7. Deep again for Butler. And a clean defensive play according to the official. Andre Short. That is not a device to shore up an injured shoulder. Just a matter of keeping Kitchen's right wing as warm as possible on a cool night. Blitz coming, 3rd and 10, draw play. Riddle breaks the tackle, gets only 4, and again the Tide will have to kick into the win. They average giving up only 90 rush yards per game. Best in the SEC, 8th in the country. And I don't know if they get it on this 3rd down dive attempt. It's going to be very close, possibly close enough to measure. Well, no hesitation on the state sideline. Let's see if it works. First man through. Should have it, I think, on the 2nd effort, depending on where they mark down. Nakia Greer. Hood made a head-on hit, but it is a first down for Greer and the Bulldogs. 7 of 17 for 82 yards and a score tonight. Turn in for Jeremy Jones is incomplete.
14 minutes and 44 seconds away from another upset, perhaps? Dave?
Perhaps. 37 of 38. Alexander breaks a couple of arm tackles and may break this one the whole way. They run him down at the 36. Boy, they've been waiting for that one. 40-yard burst by the man that sprinted his way into the Tide record book a week ago. Yeah, that part of the game plan has not worked. This part is a different story. Alexander crashing through Garner should have the first. Yeah, even with the win, they've got a very inexperienced kicker. They'd rather not put it in his hands. Slant in, incomplete, intended for West. John Brock missed an extra point, which could have tied the game late in the first half. 2 for 2, but the longest is just 30 this year. This is a 42-yarder. Plenty of leg and drilled it.
Wow.
So now the Bulldogs from their 20. Lahidi Grant went in motion. Tate rolling to his left and spots the open tight end, Reginald Kelly, barreling up the side, cutting back, and Kelly may take it.
Interesting, Kelly was trying to get back in the game, but he wasn't able to do it.
Against an all-out blitz, Tate down at the 22. The biggest defensive play of the night, and it's turned in by Staten. Hazelwood's best, 51 yards. This is a 39-yarder, but it is into the wind, which at the moment is not all that strong. And Hazelwood has this one through. No gain, 2nd and 10. Both wideouts left side. Faust, play action, chased by Favors. Will step up and get sacked. 3rd and 14. Faust in the triple coverage. Interception number 2 by McGill. Izell McGill brings it back to the Tide 45.
Great job of playing the ball by McGill, who has 2 defensive touchdowns already this year, including a 99-yard return with a fumble.
Robert Isaac shows the outside speed. Close to a first down to the 35. Motion from Cameron Floyd. And again, they stay conservative, and it works at least for the first down yardage. Rear to the 31. Sellout crowd at Scott Field has seen a potential of perhaps the biggest victory this decade for Mississippi State, maybe the biggest in the last 16 years. They have led almost the whole way, and they're in position to add to a 1-point lead as we're under 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Comes the blitz.
3rd and 5 over the middle and incomplete. But on again will come Brian Hazelwood. A little bit longer effort this time. He hit from 39. This will be 43. Rob Morgan, the holder.
Hooked it.
Never had a chance.
Besides the obvious that they have to have amnesia, these are some people that have to be mentally strong.
Blitz look, give it on a draw, and Dennis Riddle is near the 40-yard line. He'll have the Tide first down. Kitchens with the call at the line, and a no back set ends in a sack on the blitz by Lacoste. They need 9 here. 3rd down. Staten coming on a blitz. Picked up nicely, though. And Tate will keep and fall at the 38. The original line of scrimmage. Cut down there by Samuel. And Alabama will burn timeout number 2 with 1:54. It will come into the wind. Michael Vaughn waiting at the 25. And the Tide playing strictly for the return. They don't send anybody. Very low kick. Huge bounce.
He got a break. Boy, did he get a break. He fumbles the snap, gets it up, and because of the low ball, Vaughn not able to come up and make the play.
Clock continues to roll as they get ready for a 3rd and 3. Kitchens complete, and breaking through is Marcel West to the 45 of Mississippi State.
Joe Lee Dunn has to wonder what his approach is. Do I stay with what got me here with the blitzes, or do I go a little bit soft?
4 wides again. Again, no pressure. Hall along the side. Got to wrap him up, and they do at the 37-yard line. Shovel pass, markers down. It goes for a loss if the play stands.
Well, one of the things that looked like to me was that Lacoste was offsides, but the referee also threw a flag, and so I'm guessing it's going to be nullified.
Matchup to watch, perhaps top of your screen. Vaughn guarded by McGill on 4th and 3. Kitchens guns it, incomplete.
Boy, oh boy, they're going to party in Starkville tonight.
Starting right now. Alabama will fall to 8-2. Still some doubt in the SEC West race. Mississippi State with the upset of the decade for Jackie Sherrill. They knock off Alabama.
May not be Holyfield Tyson, but it's darn close.
And so long, goalposts. For Pam Ward and Todd Christensen, Dave Barnett saying goodnight from Starkville, where Mississippi State knocks off number 8 Alabama. 17-16. Up next, Sports Center with Gary Miller and Linda Cohn. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.